Collins.
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
What's up? Fancy seeing y'all again. Am I right? I'm the only door guy here that doesn't look like they're late for a Civil War reenactment, but we're gonna make it work. I'm anyone from Texas? We got Texans, native Texans. I'm not from here. I'm from a little bit outside Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I don't know if y'all have ever been to Gatlinburg, but that's where God goes to make just anybody, you know. I've never seen so many cooter lips that go all the way to a belly button in my life. God is incredibly creative, and I've never deleted anybody on Facebook. I'm friends with all the same people since middle school, and this one girl, she posted a picture of her baby, and she put, "You can't tell me this doesn't give you baby fever." It's like, you can't tell me to give that baby fetal alcohol syndrome. So I should not be that close together. But her next post was a boudoir photo shoot. No sheets on the mattress, just vibes. But she is the queen of someone's double wide, and I'm on the apps. So, you know, I also lived at home until I moved out here to Austin. And the thing about living with your parents in your early 20s, it's kind of like having a guy go down on you, you know? So you know that they don't mind it. It's just the longer you're there, you just feel more like a burden, you know? It's just like, I swear I'm so close. We both got questions, and I'm on antipsychotics, you know? I'd give anything for y'all to see how I spelled that word in my notes. It's not correct. But I'm dating in Austin, which is a nightmare. I'm on the apps. Hinge is my drug of choice. And I put something new I'd like to try in the new year. I put camping. I've never been, and I drive a Subaru. Only 2 rules to driving a Subaru is eating pussy and camping. And I am not hitting quota, you know? But these guys, they'll respond and they'll be like, "Oh, you gotta ease into it. You gotta do it little by little. You can't jump into it." And I keep having to double check the app and make sure I didn't put anal again, you know? I also, dating's hard when you're a little, stupid, because I was talking to a guy recently and he told me that we're platonic. And I was like, what the fuck do the earth shifting plates have to do with the fact that you're my boyfriend? I love you. And the other thing is, I don't like doing one night stands, and I don't even like staying the night with a guy. That is always a cool thing in Austin, is when you wake up the next day and he's there. That's a treat. And but I know the voice I have. I got a raspier voice. I got one of those voices that people ask me if I have an extra cigarette, whether there's one in my hand or not, you know? And it's worse when I wake up in the morning. The other thing is, I usually wear a lot of makeup. I love false eyelashes, and I don't know how many of y'all wear fake eyelashes, but if you fall asleep in them, it makes your eyes stick together. So I just wake up the next morning with my eyes stuck together like a haunted doll. And I sound like I'm late for a shift at Waffle House. It was like, "Good morning," so just like freaking him out. I was also, I was a late bloomer. I think that has a lot to do with it too. I sucked my thumb for a really long time, and I had to get this metal appliance on the roof of my mouth and to bring my palate down, because I almost fully like Joaquin Phoenix myself straight through there. And but I went parking with this guy, and the subject of blowjobs got brought up. And I was like, I can't do that. And he's like, why not? And I was like, you're my young life leader. Couldn't help but to notice that. And anyway, I told him, I was like, I don't know, I have this I have this metal thing. And he was sure to tell me he's had head from plenty of girls with braces. So that made me feel, way better. And but I was like, no, it's just like, it's like the roof of my mouth. And he just kept asking questions. So finally I just told him, I was like, I just sucked my thumb for a really long time. And he just goes, oh, so you're like really good at it. Cheapest circumcision in Appalachia, I'll tell you that much right now. I was a Hooters girl for 3 years. Hold your applause, thank you. Those orange shorts aren't built for the weak, I'll tell you that much. And when you get a good review, they read it in front of everybody before your shift. And my favorite one was a 5-star review that said, "Thank God Hooters has started hiring realistic-looking girls." Ooh, yeah. That's not what it said. That's how I heard it, because I'm a woman. What it said was, "Great service. Glad Hooters has gone with the girl next door approach." But when you're 18, you don't want to be told you look like you turn your math homework in on time. You want to be told that you could be in a Buck Cherry music video if you really wanted to be, you know. My mom was also a Hooters girl. It's genetic. And I love when my mom tells me stories about when she was in her 20s. Because it doesn't really matter the context of that story. Somehow, her being 10 pounds less than me at the time fits right in there. I don't know if she knows like the premise of the important parts of a story, but my dad, he's a Ukrainian from New York, crazy dynamic, and he was always very passionate with us, always very aggressive in what we did. He always said, "Don't ever half-ass anything, put your whole ass into it." I was like, "Daddy, this is the church nativity scene, and I'm camel number 4." I don't know. That's not even biblically accurate. I will say, what is biblically accurate is if you grew up in the church, you know that the preacher's daughter always plays Mary, and then in the future, we all have to act surprised when she gets knocked up by a guy that's not in the picture, you know? It's about the guy that stepped up. Growing up in the church, I've discovered that old ladies like to say things that make you wonder what a bullet might taste like. Kind of like bombing on stage. And it's, but my grandma, she'll call me, and she there's this girl, she grew up in the church, she just turned 18. And my mama called me, and she was like, "You know, she is just the kind of ugly you don't grow out of. But she loves Jesus, she loves Jesus." And like, I don't think that cancels out what you just said at all. The other thing is, I'll close it out. If anybody has a Southern mom, my favorite part about growing up with a Southern mom is they'll watch you get ready the entire time, whole time. And the second you're ready to go out the door, my mom should always be like, "Was it laundry day? Are we going out? You're not going to put your face on?" My mom loves that one, "Not going to put your face on." Anyway, growing up, there's a lot of religious signs in Tennessee. My favorite one is Jesus is coming, but no one ever tells you about his pull-out game. Anyway, I'll be right back with those lights, y'all. Don't even worry, get them drinks. Please give it up for one of my very favorite people here in Austin, Texas, Ike Rafferty, y'all.